super excited about the week that we are in a couple of days, what we are going to witness. I am just thrilled. I think my nerves are starting to kick in a little bit, y'all. I'm happy, I'm excited, but I'm a little on edge. Y'all know Brady's my guy, and y'all know that I really would love for Brady to win number 7. If it ain't Dallas winning the Super Bowl, then I would love for Brady to get number 7. And obviously Dallas ain't winning nothing no time soon. Whatever. So I wanted to get on here and talk. Mark Gunnels is gonna hop on with me in a few moments. And look, it had to be me and Mark. Okay. I met Mark down at NABJ. For those that don't know, that's the National Association of Black Journalists. They have a yearly convention, which has obviously been put on hold because of COVID. But I met him down for my first time down at NABJ in Miami in 2019. And listen, the moment we met and started talking football, it was clear that he was a Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes guy. And I know to him, it was pretty clear that I was a Tom Brady guy and that Dallas, was my team as well. So it just wouldn't be right. We finally got these guys in a big situation. Something as big as the daggone Super Bowl. So him and I got to chop it up. We got to talk about, obviously, there's no need to really give predictions here. Y'all know that I'm going for Tampa Bay. Okay. And we know that he is going for the Chiefs. It is what it is. But I do want to get into the specifics. This is going to be a pretty free-flowing conversation. Like I say, he's going to hop in on a few minutes. But thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm really excited. Hey, Pablo. Thanks for joining. Pablo is already getting into it. I really don't want to see the Chiefs win back-to-back, but not sure about how I feel about Brady getting 7 either. Look, I will say this before Mark hop on, and he's already about to be hopping on. But them Chiefs fans, man, these guys are excited, they're confident, and they are ready. And this is the number one Chiefs fan in the world right here, Mr. Mark Gunnels. Mark, my guy.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I can't hear you. Can you
hear me now?
You might got to take your headphones out.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Matter of fact, that might have been me. If you need to put your headphones back in, try it again, because that might have been me. My volume was actually low. So
okay.
If you want to put them back in, try it again, and I should be able to hear you. But I was just telling the people. Now say something.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you perfect. Yeah, it was my bad. That was me.
Okay, cool.
I didn't have the volume up on my. Look, I was just telling the people. You are the number one Chiefs Patrick Mahomes fan I know, and I had to get you on. I was just telling everybody the story about how we met in our first encounter down in Miami at NABJ and how we immediately just started going back and forth about Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. So, I let everybody know this is going to be a pretty free-flowing conversation between you and I, kind of just how we chop it up off camera.
Oh yeah, that video should go viral. It's viral on Twitter right now of us arguing.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Like that's crazy. It's so crazy. So, how excited are you to see your Chiefs back again in the big dance, man? I mean, after a drought of 50 years, and for y'all to have won it last year and then ran it back, man, how excited are you? I know you have close ties to the Kansas City itself. So can you give a description of how folks in the city are feeling, how you're feeling 3 days before?
Yeah, I like to call myself the unofficial mayor of Kansas City. So even though I'm not currently living there, I still have strong ties there. I'm always good when I go back to the hood. So yeah, they're excited, man. Obviously we have COVID right now, but I seen people in the streets after they beat the Bills to go back, honking their horns downtown, going nuts. I wish I was there. It's just crazy because I feel like most Chiefs fans, it happened so quick after years of disappointment. I mean, we went years of heartbreaks in the playoffs, had bad teams, bad quarterbacks, bad just seasons, coaches, just everything. And for us to go back to back and just 2 years in a row is just really crazy. It's hard to sink in because it's still fresh.
Yeah.
But I think people are starting to now feel it, and you can start to see like people are starting to get a little spoiled in Chiefs Kingdom. They're getting a little cocky. Like our fan base is really pumping their chest out, and
Yeah.
I think they deserve it, man. I mean, when you're a loyal team for that long, and for you to all of a sudden go back to back Super Bowls, and not just that, we went to three straight championship games. So let's not forget that. It could have went 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
But obviously lost to the Patriots that year and Tom Brady went to overtime. But I mean, they're excited. They're excited.
Yeah, I was just saying, the Chiefs fans are super excited. It's so crazy. My nephew is 12, and our family are Cowboy fans. His mom, his dad, my mom, which is his grandmother, I'm his aunt. We are all Cowboys fans. And for some reason, I maybe want to say early on, he may have been an Eagles fan, but maybe not. I could be completely off. And if he was, it was a possibility that he liked them when Andy Reid was there. He literally has been liking the Chiefs for like 5 seasons. And I'm like, where is that coming from? None of us are Chiefs fans. So when he started liking them like 5 years ago, I'm like, why are you pressing for the Chiefs? And it's like, boom, like he's the only person in the family that can talk trash. He is cocky as I don't know what. Again, he's 12 years old. You can't tell him nothing. He know what his squad do. And I'm just like, oh, what a team to hop on 5 years ago.
That's crazy. So he hopped on before Mahomes.
Man, oh man, he lucked up for real. I'm like, you Lord, kind of, yeah, but
hey, but now he's a fan for life because Mahomes gonna be here for the next 10 years.
He is definitely going to be a fan for quite some time. And I'm having a little small gathering over here for my immediate family on Sunday because, I don't know, this might be Brady's last hoorah, and I definitely want to celebrate him. And so I know my nephew going to be in here, chomping, doing them chops, just like you said that y'all Chiefs fans are, you know what I mean? So I know for me, being a Brady fan, I'm just kind of chill. He's been here so many times before. I would love for him to get ring 7. I really feel like that would put him in such a upper echelon of athletes, by himself up there with 7 rings, man. And, I throughout being a fan of his all these years, I heard he can't do it without Bill Belichick. He can't do it. He's a system quarterback in New England, and he got to have New England backing him. And for him to have gotten this far, it's pretty dope. Somebody asked a question on one of the other shows, and I definitely wanted you and I to talk about it because it's a good topic. Do you think that if Brady loses, do you think that this tarnishes his legacy in any way? Like, oh, he couldn't get it done outside of New England. He couldn't get it done without Bill Belichick, or is it just stamped in stone? He is GOAT status regardless.
Tarnish is too strong of a word for me. I wouldn't
Okay,
say
well, that
that.
was fine. That was a dramatic word. Fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, the fact that he's even made it without Belichick, I think, says something. But like I texted you the other day, people still won't quite remember that because how often do we remember the Super Bowl loser? We really don't remember the Super Bowl loser that much. I mean, look at the Rams 2 years ago. Nobody even talks about them going to the
Right.
Super Bowl anymore. So, I mean, it wouldn't tarnish it at all, but it would definitely, maybe in his mind, because Tom Brady is psycho and he wants to prove that he can win without Belichick. So it would hurt him personally. But as far as the overall legacy, nah, because he proved that he could go to another team and still rise their level. I mean, this team was 7-9 last year. Now they're back. They're in the Super Bowl for the first time since what, 2002, I think, or
Yep.
two. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't say tarnish, but he definitely wants to have it though, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it'll be something where his legacy is, tarnished. He's etched regardless. And like you said, just him getting here without New England, without Bill Belichick, him getting here, going through Drew Brees, going through Aaron Rodgers. Like these are, it's one thing to like come to a different conference, go to a different team and know that you're in a conference with those guys. It's another thing. And maybe another team knocks them off and you don't necessarily even have to go through them. No, like he had to go through both of those guys. So that's just a testament in itself of just how great he is. And, I got to give credit on the other side to Patrick Mahomes. Look, you asked a couple of weeks ago, can we find some common ground? Look, y'all, we really chop it up outside of like social media. Like we talk sports all day, every day, Mark and I. And he asked me to come to some type of common ground because I won't give Patrick Mahomes no kind of best quarterback, greatest quarterback. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I just don't know how you can shoo the greatest out when he's still playing. I mean, he's in the Super Bowl, for Christ's sake. How can you just shoot that person out and deem somebody else when he's, you know what I mean? He ain't gone nowhere yet. That's the problem I have. So I will give you this, Mark. It's hard. And look, you see, he's trying to come up with the words. If they get past Brady, Patrick Mahomes, I will admit that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the league, and he probably will be for some years, honestly. If they get by the best. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And when it comes to this Super Bowl thing, Tom Brady is that guy. He just is. Are you nervous at all? Are you nervous at all for, if you had to say that you were nervous about any aspect or any aspect of your team's game, defense, special teams, running, offense, if you were just a bit nervous, what would you say that you're nervous about?
If I had to say anything, it'll probably be.
You're just so cocky.
What?
See this cockiness oozing off of Mark. Yo, you're just confident. I'm gonna check it up to you being confident. You confident? That's fine.
I mean, I have every reason to.
I have to say something. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I don't have a right to be confident. We're the defending champions. I mean, I think I should be confident.
Okay, go ahead. Answer the question.
If I had to say something, it'd probably be the offensive line.
Okay.
Obviously, we're banged up at the tackle position, and the Bucks have a great D line. JPP, Sue, Barrett, Vita Vea is going to be playing in this game, so they got some dogs in that D line. So, if I had to say something, I'm a little bit nervous there, but also at the same time, Mahomes is mobile though, so I would be more nervous. A non-mobile quarterback that couldn't move around, and he was just a statue back there like Tom Brady. But the fact that he can move around and stuff, I'm not that concerned about it. But I'm a little concerned. So I'll say that I'm a little concerned.
Okay. Yeah, oh man, y'all make me nervous. I will definitely say that y'all make me nervous. I'm kind of feeling, look, I've been a Brady fan forever. So I've had my share of being cocky. You already know. If you didn't, we only met 2 years ago, you and I. And so, but you really couldn't tell me nothing about Brady. Once Brady made it to a Super Bowl, you really couldn't tell me nothing about this guy. He's not going to lose. Once he gets there, he's not going to lose. And then, 3 losses came. That's fine. So I understand the cockiness. I understand, but y'all make me nervous. I kind of feel like how those other opposing teams must have felt going against Brady. You know what I mean? Like, dang, we here, but we gotta play them. We gotta play Brady. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ready, but then when the game started, they kind of stuff just kind of go blow to pieces. And I'm like, man, Tampa might have such a good game plan. Todd Bowles, wake up. Todd Bowles, you better be up right now. It's 7:15 EST. You better be awake. There's no sleep. It really ain't no sleep now. We almost 72 hours until game time. It really ain't no sleep now. So Todd Bowles better be awake. But I just feel like y'all are so good. Just as a team in general, I just feel like y'all are so good that a team could come in with the perfect defensive plan, the perfect offensive plan, be perfect on special teams, go toe to toe with y'all in a shootout, and still mess around and lose the game. So I'm nervous about that. I'm super nervous about that because that's just how good y'all are. I'll definitely, I get it. That's how good y'all are, and it is what it is. So if you had to give a score total for the game, what you think is going? I'm going 38-35 Bucks.
I'm going 38-24.
Why are you thinking that the Bucks are going to score so low? You don't have any confidence in Brady and his weapons? 24?
I mean, I like their weapons, but I think people are really underestimating how good this Chiefs defense is. I mean, we saw what they did to Buffalo, who was the hottest team in football at the time. They couldn't do anything offensively. We saw what they did to Cleveland.
That Tampa does, though.
Come on. I mean, I think I'll take Stephon Diggs over any receiver that the Bills have. But yeah, the Bucks have more like depth at weapons. Yeah, I'll give you that. But Josh Allen was balling. I mean, just going crazy. They still got Cole Beasley. Like, they got some nice pieces over there, and we could just completely shut them down. Everybody's talking about the Browns and their running game. Didn't do anything. Like, this defense steps up when they have to, and I've been telling you all year, like, I don't know why people act like the Chiefs' defense is not good. They're a top 10 defense, led by Tyrann Mathieu.
Let me ask you, you probably have more of a recollection on it than I do, but what was the defense like when they played against Brady in the Patriots back at the AFC Championship? I think y'all were just kind of like
emerging, right? 2 years ago they were bad.
They were okay. I thought so. I didn't really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, y'all still almost won though. Y'all still almost.
Yeah, like we didn't have Tyrann Mathieu then. He didn't come onto the team until 2019.
Right. And for some reason I thought he was with y'all longer, and I actually just read and I'm like, oh, they did not have the honey badger.
It's only his second year in Kansas City.
Huh. That's
like he completely changed the locker room. Like, he's a leader, man. He really is. Like, I know him personally. Like, we talk every now and then. He's a great guy. Just a leader. Like, he, outside of Patrick Mahomes, he's probably the second biggest leader in that locker room. Like, guys really buy into him. He has a great story. He's underdog. He's from Louisiana. Like, really good guy, man. And he's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah. Honey badger is definitely a problem. Tom Brady better bring his A game as well. Mike Patton said Frank better have his A game on.
Oh yeah, Frank Clark got to step up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's interesting. I have a lot of people thinking that Patrick Mahomes going to have a multiple turnover kind of day against that defense. Can you see that happening? Can you see
who thinks that? What?
I know Kelsey said on one of the shows we on, she thinks that there's going to be at least one turnover.
Oh, I mean, maybe one. Anything could happen with one. Maybe like a tip ball or something. Something crazy.
You know who I'm really nervous about?
Tyreek Hill.
I'm really nervous about Carlton Davis. I am stressed about Carlton Davis, bro, and. I mean, my God, like, I'm just so nervous. I'm super nervous about that matchup with him and Tyreek. I mean, obviously, you don't play man there, right? I
mean, I highly doubt that Todd Bowles is going to do that same game plan again. There's no way you can guard Tyreek one-on-one. I mean, he has to have some safety help over the top. I would be shocked if they don't double Tyreek Hill, which I think means that Travis Kelce will have a big day.
Oh crap! That's what I'm saying. Like, it's damn if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, but I think if you're the Bucks, I think you would rather. You have to be realistic against the Chiefs. You're not going to completely shut down this offense. So you have to pick your poison. You have to say, hey, are we taking out Hill? Because Tyreek Hill is the deep ball threat. He can get a touchdown on one play. Or do you want Mahomes to go to Kelce a lot? Those are more intermediate passes, like 10, 15 yards. Methodically go down the field, and you hope you stop them in the red zone. You're like, okay, we're going to give up some yards. I mean, that's just going to happen. The Chiefs are going to get yards. We know that. But can you stop them in the red zone? So I think they'll rather have Kelce eat, and then they get down to the red zone, and then they buckle down versus Tyreek Hill catching 80-yard bombs.
Yeah, speaking of tight ends, I actually think that the X factor for the Bucks is going to be Gronk. And I know that he's been, tied up doing a lot of blocking lately. But if they can get Gronk involved and get Gronk involved early, I mean, obviously Brady's been to Super Bowls with him. That's his guy. He probably will be a lot of Brady's safety net. Because he's just comfortable on that big stage with Gronk. He's done it several times. I'm thinking that if Gronk can get going early, then it might turn into the Gronk show. And there's nobody that can, guard him one-on-one, obviously. How do you think y'all defense will, I mean, if you were defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, who do you just zone in on? Who do you make sure that without a doubt, what are the players you make sure without a doubt that you plan for Sunday? Because, I mean, somebody going to eat. I feel like Tampa has too many weapons. Like you said, if they do what they're supposed to do with Tyreek on the defensive side for the Bucs, then Kelsey's going to be open enough and Kelsey's going to eat. So who do you think they need to focus on defensively for the Chiefs, and who you think, from them focusing on that, who do you think is going to step up and actually have that day where they do a lot of eating on the offensive side for the Bucs?
Well, this Chiefs secondary, I think it really got highlighted in Buffalo when they were showing like the high angles of them being physical at the line of scrimmage, playing man to man. Like this secondary is quietly one of the best secondaries in the league. I mean, this guys you don't really know about if you're a casual fan, like L'Jarius Sneed, the rookie cornerback. He was one of the top graded rookie cornerbacks this year. Obviously, Tyrann Mathieu, Bashaud Breeland, who had a pick last year in the Super Bowl.
Really shocked me because he just wasn't all of this in Washington.
Yeah, Breeland, like he's quietly one of the leaders of the defense too.
Yeah, he just wasn't this in Washington. I'm like, Bashaud Breeland ain't this them ex-Cowboys and them ex-Washington players. They just be making noise in the Super Bowl. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man.
And then Dirty Dan Sorensen, he always makes big plays for that secondary. We saw in that Cleveland game when he forced that fumble at the 1 yard line. He just always seems to be at the right place at the right time. So I think they're not scared to play man straight up against this team. But one guy I will say that does worry me a little bit, that I could see having a big game, is Antonio Brown. I think Brady, he really likes AB a lot. AB, I think, is still talent-wise one of the best receivers in the league. He just didn't really play that much this year, but when he was on the field, he was pretty productive. So I think AB could be a problem. Godwin, you got to be careful of him. I don't think Evans will have too much of a factor in this game.
Passes, man, he be killing me.
Yeah, he do. He does.
And I know it's so funny because Kelsey actually said it, but we know how Brady go. If he don't feel like he can trust you, you will not eat. This is the last game of the season. That man trying to get number 7. So I hope that, Godwin got his good gloves on, or he better take them off and go bare hand, whatever that man need to do. But he better not be out there dropping balls. Look, I'm telling you. You know how Brady do. We've seen it before.
And then also, too, you got to be mindful of Brady throwing to his running backs. He loves a little short dink and dunk passes to Fournette, Ronald Jones. So that's something to be worried about as well. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm not really concerned about the running game. The Bucs don't run the ball that much. I mean, they're one of the least running teams in the league as far as attempts, so I don't see that changing much in the game. I mean, sure, they'll run every now and then, but it's nothing to be overly concerned about if I'm the Chiefs as far as the run game. But the short passing game is kind of like the running game. Like I said, the passes to the I'll be concerned about that.
Yeah, Mike just said make sure that we watch out for Scotty Miller. Do you think
I'm not sure though, because with AB back, he kind of gets pushed to the back.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Bruce Arian kind of pulls some tricks out of his bag like y'all do, with some trickery and just some. I mean, that could be somebody that end up getting off while we think it's gonna be AB. It could be Scotty. I could see that y'all not really prepared. Y'all wouldn't really prepare for Scotty because AB is back. That's a possibility. So that's a good point Mike kind of brought up. So, I mean, we'll see how that go. Yeah, man, I'm super excited. Do you have any plans with the fam? Like, what y'all going to do? I know you just said.
I'm just gonna, something light. Just a few people.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at the same house I was last year when the Chiefs won. So for some good luck there. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. About to run it back and start
It's
this
funny that
dynasty.
you say that. It's funny that you say that because I have an aunt, and shout out to my aunt Conchita. I love her. And she know my weaknesses. My aunt can make a fire macaroni and cheese. And whenever Super Bowls come up, particularly with Brady in them, that woman is like, "Are you coming to the house? Are you doing this?" So I went over her house 2 Super Bowls in a row that Brady was featured in, and it was those Super Bowls that they lost to the Giants. And I told her, I said, "Oh, I'm not coming over here no more. This is bad luck. See, I'm not coming." I think the next time Brady was in the Super Bowl, she was trying to get me over there. I said, "Oh, no, 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 ma'am. I'll be staying home to watch him on the screen because every time I come over here, he lose, and I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it." So it's funny that you mentioned that about luck. Because I'll be, I'm staying home. I'm not letting her suck me into no fire mac and cheese this time. I'm not allowing it.
Nah, go ahead, go over there, man.
Oh, hell no. I'm staying home. I will watch him on my 55-inch in my own living room. So man, you said 38-24. All right, okay. All right.
Yeah, but like, don't think that score is just like a blowout. It's gonna be like 31-24 in the fourth quarter. So we're only gonna be about a touchdown, but then we're gonna get another touchdown to kind of put the game away at the end. So it's not like a blowout 38-24.
You see my face, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Let me just do this. Let me just say this real quick right now. Okay?
yeah, what's up?
Don't call me. Don't hit me up, Mark. Wait until Monday. Holler at me Monday if y'all win the game, okay? Just give me a minute to just, bring it down because I ain't got time for you. I already know you are just going to just be so hyped and whatever. If y'all win is well deserved. I think it's this calmness about me because I think when it comes to Brady, I have a problem losing to teams. I have a problem with him losing to teams that he and his teams are clearly better than. That is what irritates me a lot. That's when you'll see me get super frustrated with Brady, like that Washington game. Oh my gosh, I was super annoyed with the team in general. I mean, that had a lot to do with defense. But when they are just so much more superior than whoever they're facing and they, kind of BS around on it, that's what irritates me. If Brady falls, I don't think that I'm going to be as crushed because, look, we already said that y'all are like the Warriors of 2015-2016 season. We already know. I mean, y'all turn it on and off. Worthy opponent. It is what it is, man. So yeah, Mark Gunnell's going to hit you on the celly. Mark is getting blocked, yo. I'm telling you, I promise I might turn my phone off if they win. I might have to turn you off, but yeah. So I'm excited. I know you're excited. Are you getting nervous? You ready? We almost 72 hours away. Todd Bowles, wake up! Oh
I'm
my
ready.
God.
I'm not nervous at all. I'm ready to go, man. Because I mean, when you said earlier, kind of made me think. Because I was actually thinking this the other day. It's funny you brought this up earlier. I was really thinking, like, I was really wondering, how does it feel to be a fan of a team that's going against the Chiefs? Like, I'm trying to put my mind there because, like, I would be really scared. Like, I really would. Like, you have Patrick Mahomes who can run around, throw the ball 80 yards. You got the fastest guy in the league. You got the best tight end in the league. You got the best offensive minds, plural. Eric Bieniemy, shout out.
Eric Bieniemy, exactly.
In the league. So, I mean, that's scary.
You know what I think it is? Unfortunately, and I hope that this doesn't happen, I think sometimes guys overplay. And that's when they fall into the trap of because they want to beat. I know it felt like with me being a Brady fan all these years, it seemed like that these teams would go in and just completely forget their game plan or forget how to play.
Oh, yeah. That happens against the Chiefs all the time.
Yes. And like, what are you doing? What happened? Like, I mean, come on now. Like, stick to the plan. It doesn't matter if they've gotten a little momentum. That Texans game, they were, oh my God, that damn Texas game. 20, what was it? They're 28, nothing.
24-0, and they lost 51 to 31.
Because y'all started scoring, and here comes the momentum shift, and they got scared. And I'm like, yo, stick to the game plan. What y'all forgot? All of a sudden, y'all done forgot how to play. I feel like that's another thing that concerns me a bit. Is I would hope that Tampa's defense doesn't go in there trying to do too much. Stick to the game plan. Stay poised. Don't be all nervous. It's 4 quarters. You go out there and do what you're supposed to do. But if I can get, Tampa week 6 against Aaron Rodgers, defense against Patrick Mahomes, buddy, y'all are in trouble. If I can get
that's not gonna happen.
if I can get that defense, y'all are in trouble. Look, Todd Bowles, don't do no blitzing. Don't do no blitzing. I've been saying this all week. Do not do no blitzing. The man is heavy on blitzing. So I'm hoping that he don't do a whole lot of blitzing.
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does. It'll be a long game. Yeah.
I think he knows better than that. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get on here and chop it up. What you was about to say, because you got something to say.
I was gonna say, I think another reason why you said you're nervous or whatever is because I think what you see in me in Chiefs Kingdom is a reflection of yourself when Brady started years ago.
Absolutely.
I think you think we had that same type of confidence in Mahomes like you did in Brady. That's why you're scared.
Absolutely. You really could not tell me anything, but it took a quick smack. It took those losses from New York and that loss from Philly. It really did take those losses for me to be like, oh man, he really is human. Let me bring it down a couple notches. You know what I'm saying? And just let him do the talking for me on the field, because I've seen my heart get broke. My heart been broke a couple times in those Super Bowls. But yes, certainly cocky. There is nothing that you can tell me. It ain't much you can tell me about Tom Brady, dude. Like, it's just not much that you can tell me. So yes, I think that's kind of what, and damn, if I was like this all them years, my bad, y'all, because Chiefs Kingdom is becoming annoying as hell. Okay, Chiefs Kingdom is annoying as hell. For those that didn't understand what I meant when I put that tweet out and said that the Chiefs fans are going to turn out like the Cowboys fans, I'm talking about just ended up going to be like one of those franchises where they're not liked because they're fans. I mean, just doing all this chirping. I mean, Dallas had reason to chirp back then too. We was winning multiple championships in what was it 4 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, we had reason to chirp. But it lasted too long. And we chirping 25 years later ain't won nothing since. So that's I
apologize about that, because
that's what's gonna happen.
My fans, that they were on your head for like 2 days from that tweet.
Man, look, I can take it. I ain't nervous. I don't care. I don't take all that, because I understand. I get it. Like I said, I completely get it. I understand the confidence. Walking in with arguably the best quarterback in the league, the best tight end, the best.
It's not arguably.
It's arguably though.
Stop it.
Arguably.
Mahomes is clearly the best quarterback in the league.
It's arguably. That's up in the air for me. That's up in the air for me still. He's not even getting MVP this year. That's up in the air for me.
That don't mean nothing. Lamar won last year. Is Lamar better than Mahomes?
It doesn't mean anything, but it would have meant something if he had won MVP though, right?
He's about to win Super Bowl MVP. I'd rather win Super Bowl MVP. How about that? Back to back.
I mean, that's fine, but you throw that stat out there. Oh, he has an MVP already. He has a Super Bowl MVP.
Okay, he got that on his resume. That's cool.
I'm just saying. So I can throw it and say, yo, he wasn't the best player this year. He wasn't the best player for his. I'm just saying this year, but he would have got it. He had that bad game where he threw the multiple picks, and he probably would have got it had he not had that.
He threw it away, man.
That's fine. That's fine. So, but yeah. So anyway, me and you gonna chat. We gonna talk. Thank you for your insight. And how you think the game is gonna go. I already told the individuals before that we didn't need to give predictions. We all know which way you're going. We know which way I'm going. It's nothing, so I look forward to having a conversation with you maybe Monday, maybe sometime next week.
You be prepared if either way? I will. Either way, I'll be prepared.
Are you going to cry? I
might cry.
Why? Why would you cry? Y'all are so early in, bro. Like, y'all have so many more.
No, it doesn't matter. For Mahomes to GOAT status, he needs to beat Tom Brady.
Okay, well, that's not gonna happen, but we'll make sure that we chat after this game. Thanks so much for tuning in. Listen, I want to tell the viewers really quick, make sure that y'all subscribe to About Nothing But Sports, and feel free to become a sponsor of mine here on Hats TV. Mark, we are going to talk soon. I'm going to get ready to watch Luka versus Steph. I'm definitely going to have you back on here talking some basketball, but Luka and Steph is going to be coming on real soon, so I'm really happy to see that.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. And this was a lot more civil than I expected.
Yeah, man. I think hey, look, we're professionals. We have to be professionals.
Right.
I just wanted you. We haven't talked like face to face. You only get me like via the text, and I wanted you to see how calm my demeanor really is. That you think you talking confidence. I'm not betting against my guy. Like, I'm going in here knowing that he won't do what Tom Brady does in the Super Bowl, and that's the best that I can hope for. So we'll talk. We'll definitely link up next week, win or lose. I will get over it, and we'll link up next week.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us. Mike Patton, I'm gonna holler at you on the Twitter feed. Mark, we'll talk off camera. Thank you guys again for tuning in to About Nothing But Sports, the Super Bowl preview. We are out.